All right, cool. Well, we got 3 interviews today, and probably get another set in. Well, with USA Cup going on next week, definitely probably not going to be in here. Yeah, I don't know. All right, sweet. It's been a little bit. I'm forgetting my words now. But this is a Complete Athlete podcast where we get your next level in baseball and in life. We got Jayden Peterson here today. How we doing, Jayden?
I'm good.
Super excited to have you back on. I'm not hearing it as well. Actually, oh, did you just put the? All right, we got our producer moving things around in here, so I heard my voice and then it went away, and now I can hear myself again. Okay, sweet. Yeah, it's the second time we've had you on. When was the last time we had you on?
It was after the Florida tournament in December.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember that. That was what, probably 6 months ago and 7 inches ago for you.
Yeah, probably.
Height wise, this kid's growing like a string bean out here. How tall are you now?
6'2".
Damn, dude. And you're supposed to keep growing?
I think so.
Dang, dude. I wish I had that height. I only got to, 5'10", 5'10 and a half. By the time I was finishing high school ball, I was only like 5'10 and 150 pounds. So you got me beat. How much you weigh now?
I'm up to 150 still.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. You're just going into your junior year here in August, September. Do you guys start after Labor Day? Usually
it's
all
like
the public
September 9th or something.
Yeah. Some of the private schools, they start in August, but they're weird. I know that because I used to be one of them. But anyway, today is about you. You've had some really good accomplishments here the last few weeks. Did really well in that first WWBA Perfect Game tournament down in Iowa at the start of June. Yeah, man. First, I want to talk a little bit about that tournament and how you were feeling. You're pitching against the Canes team down there, and dude, you look lights out. Like how did you get yourself in that mental mindset of being like, I'm gonna go shove and strike out 13 guys, and what, you gave up one hit?
Yeah.
Dude, like, you look dynamite out there. You're probably topping out at 78 to 80, maybe even a little bit more. Some of those pitches, you look really good. Like, what gets you in that element on the mound to perform like that?
It's a lot of that breathing stuff that we do. So I'll go on the bench right before I go out and I'll do those breathing techniques.
Yeah.
To get me locked into the focus in the game.
Yeah, and when you're on the bench, like, as a pitcher for myself, I'd always like, nobody bother me. I'm going to be sitting here doing my own thing in between innings. Everybody else is hitting. You're just kind of staying in your own element. And you had a DH that day, right? So you were just focused on pitching.
Yep.
Do you like that, or do you like hitting for yourself usually?
Doesn't matter. I mean, if I have a DH, then I can focus more on pitching.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that a lot. But, yeah, you were dialed in. And I don't even think you threw – I mean, you had a lot of strikeouts. Your pitch count probably got up there a little bit. But tell us a little bit about, like, you've played for a few different organizations so far. You said, the mental stuff's really helped you out here. As far as developing, like, as a pitcher, what has been your main focus here the last 6 months or so?
A lot of it is just getting stronger and putting weight on.
Like, how much weight have you put on since with the winter?
I think I was like 120 back in December. I'm up to 150.
Yeah, and I think you were at, like, what, low 70s?
Maybe high 60s.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've put on like 10 plus miles an hour in the last 6 months. And we already knew with your frame, like, you're going to fill that out with putting weight on, and that immediately comes with the velocity. So that's helped out a bunch. Yep. But what else about that? We know you have really good spin with your fastball. What separates you from other pitchers out there, would you say? I know you don't really like talking about yourself, but this is about you, so I'm kind of asking you these questions.
I guess you could just say, like, working on my craft and stuff and the way I pitch.
Yeah. And how you approach, catch play every single day. I see you're always working on something. Like, what do you do during catch play every single day at practice and before games?
Fine-tuning my mechanics, or, like, working on spinning pitches the right way and all that.
Okay. Yep. What's your main off-speed pitch you've been working on or utilizing?
Slider, slurve, whatever it is.
Yeah. And then I'm like, that's your sweeper, Jayden. You're like, whatever it is, it works. It just works. I'm like, yeah, well, it makes guys look dumb. I remember that Canes game. I showed up for the last few innings, and guys were literally trying to bunt off you, and they couldn't even bunt because the ball was moving so late in the zone, which is what you want as a pitcher. So I really like that. What are I've already asked you on a previous podcast, but that was with a few other pitchers. What are your goals as a baseball player going forward?
Keep getting better every day, and I'd like to play college someday.
Absolutely, man. You can definitely do it. Whatever baseball program gets you in the next few years, they're going to have something on their hands. Let's just say that. What other positions do you play?
I play third base and second.
Okay, sweet. What would you say is your more favorite, or yeah, what's your more favorite position?
Out of third base or second?
Yeah.
Or just all three.
Well, we already know it's
Okay.
pitching. So third or second?
I'd probably say third base.
Why is that?
The hot corner. It's fun over there.
Yeah.
Getting balls hit at you hard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and guys these days like pulling the ball anyway, so you're always gonna get a few
Yep.
baseballs over there. And you're really good at it, you know, taking out those angles and then taking your time, making a good crisp throw over there to Sean or Grisey or whoever's playing first for our CA Navy team. And since you said you emulate different things and like as far as getting better as a baseball player, is there a specific MLB pitcher or player that you look at or watch his mechanics to kind of fine tune your own? Or no?
I'd say maybe Jacob DeGrom. Tall and skinny, and
He's
really good mechanics. And
he's
stuff.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy to emulate, especially with those long levers. And honestly, he doesn't look like he's throwing hard, like or trying to. And I think you utilize that pretty similarly, using your length to your advantage and those long levers. So yeah, you've pitched really well. You've been dealing with a little bit of lat soreness and serratus soreness and whatnot. We're excited to have you come out next weekend. You had a little bit of a short outing the last Iowa weekend, but otherwise, you've been pitching really good. What are you looking forward to this next year? Do you have any goals for yourself in the next 6-12 months for yourself, like numbers-wise, pitching on the mound? Do you have any goals for your high school team? Kind of want to just see where your head's at.
Just keep growing as a person. Get my velo up on the mound more.
Okay. Do you have any numbers in mind?
Maybe by next year hitting somewhere in like the mid 80s, I would say.
Okay.
85, 86.
I could see that by next spring for sure. I mean, we got a lot of time and a lot of work to do with that. But I think with how you're growing and putting some work in the weight room, that's huge. You've been taking your nutrition seriously?
Yep, I got that MyFitnessPal or whatever that app is.
Sweet. How many calories you having a day?
It wants me having like 3,800, so I've been getting to that.
Boom. Yeah, so it's all about caloric surplus or deficit. If you're 200, 400 calories deficit, that's going to be, you're not getting enough enough calories to feed the beast, I say. So
Yeah.
if you're wanting to, like, especially you guys, since you're in your growing stages, your growth hormone is heightened. So if you can be working out a ton, which you're doing, because you're doing workouts with us twice a week, and then you're doing
Yeah.
some other stuff
Then I
on
go
your
to
own.
Planet Fitness in the morning before baseball with some friends.
What time?
Like 9:30, 9:45.
Okay. I'm sometimes in there at like 6 or 7, but I'll have to maybe come in a little later
Yeah, I've been
sometime.
going in there with Noah.
Noah?
Yeah.
Okay. Noah's been putting in work too. Sweet. Awesome. And then as far as your experience with CA, how has it shaped you as like an athlete and as a young man in general?
I think it taught me a lot, just showing me who I am as a person and what I need to grow on.
Absolutely. Yeah, aside from baseball, I know you're a more quiet guy, but would you say you're a leader vocally more, or would you say you're a leader by what you do on the baseball field?
Say probably more vibe on the baseball field.
Yeah, what you do, and others can follow that way, because you don't always have to be a leader vocally. When other people see you, they will follow based on, how well you're playing, but also just showing other players the way. So I think that's most definitely you. I didn't have this question on there, but do you I know a lot of kids your age play video games these days. Do you even play video games anymore?
Maybe like not too often, but if I do, I just play MLB The Show.
MLB The Show.
With
We get
Jack.
with Jack?
Yeah.
Is he actually good at that? Because he talks a big game.
No, I beat him every time.
He keeps coming back from we actually need to get that tournament going with these guys, because we did it with the younger players. Yeah. Yeah, we could do it in here. We could probably get it on this screen over here. I don't even know if these guys know about it. Did you guys see that video we made? We had a rain delay in Iowa with our 12, 13, and 14-year-olds, and we did a little tournament bracket and whatnot. It was actually pretty funny. But the smallest kid out there, Mason Burmeister, didn't he end up winning it? Well, we didn't finish the tournament. Exactly. So yeah, that was our most viewed video too. I think we're at about 1,000 views on that thing. Yeah, we could get these guys going. We'll put you and Jack first round. Jack's going home. Jack's going home. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we'll figure it out. Who out of the crew has a good setup for MLB? We could do it at somebody's house too.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll have to figure. Yeah, PS5 or Xbox. What is it?
I have Xbox. Jack has PS5.
Ooh, no wonder you beat him every time. Do you play on Xbox every time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No wonder. No wonder. Do they allow crossplay on Xbox and PS? They never used to allow that when I used to play, which was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah. Taylor, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good this summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Actually, do you like pitching in heat more than cold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
dude. It was the craziest thing. I always hated spring seasons because, I mean, hitters definitely hate it because you can't get, until it starts getting heated up, like you don't hit the ball far at all. But pitchers, like I always felt my body was more loose. I could throw harder. I could go longer into games. I definitely think that's a lot of pitchers like that in general. So, yep, loosey goosey. That's what he's all about. Do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't got anything.
All right, man. Well, keep putting in the work. Super excited that you're a part of our program. You're one of the staples part of our program. We've been able to work with you here the last few years, and we look forward to helping you get that college scholarship you want and help you hit your goals, man. Thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Jayden.